Hi everyone, welcome back to another video and another scorching day in the UK. So if you can hear a noise in the background, it's because I've got a fan on. It's a scorcher. So I want to bring you a colouring in the Colouring Heavens issue 91, the Winglings specials by the wonderful Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And the page that I've chosen is page number 2, which is this little lady. And she is called the Peppermint Dragonling, which you'll know by now because I've probably put it in the title. So recently Arrtx sent me the most incredible set of pastel markers that come in this gorgeous little set. I've got mine out ready to go. I'll put a link up here to my first impressions, I think it is. I'll put a link up in the corner anyway so you can have a look at the Arrtx products. I think they might be, if they get it out on time to me, a 10% discount code for you guys. So it comes in this gorgeous little pouch, so we're going to use those for some of this. We're also going to use their metallics set just for the gold, so don't worry if you haven't got that, you can just use a gel pen. But I just thought, let's put these products to the test. They sent me the acrylic marker set, which they are awesome. So I'm going to be using the white from the new, we're going to be using, I don't know, I'll show you as we go along which sets they're from. But I'm going to be using the white out of this one, out of this set. Did I have it out? I must have done. They come in double layer trays. No, the white must be out. Yeah, somewhere on my desk. There I am, I'm so organised. Anyway, so I'll show you the sets that they're from as we go along. If I can find my white marker. Where is it? Right in front of me, here. So we're going to be using that to cover up some of the black lines. So I've photocopied her onto some cardstock because I like to keep my magazines pristine for some reason. I don't know, it's just a thing I have. I like them on the shelf and all, and I can colour them at a later date if I want to. So let's come in and have a look. We're going to start with an alcohol marker base, but if you don't have it, don't worry. We're also going to use the Arrtx 72 set of their pencil crayons, pencils, and also if you don't have the Arrtx but you have the Prisma, the colours are so similar that you'll be able to match it and go along with me. So if you don't have this gorgeous set of pastel tones but you have alcohol markers, again you could use them as a base, or you might not even need them, you could just do the colouring without them. So we are going to use 411 light wheat from this beautiful little set. If I can find it, here it is. I'm trying to be so organised. So under this sheet I've got a inking mat, just to stop anything going through onto my craft mat, and we are going to coat her face. Now these markers have the chisel tip and they have the brush tip, and I've actually been really enjoying using the brush tip because you can get up closer and avoid going out of the lines. So I'm really very impressed with them. So I hope you guys are all okay and keeping cool wherever you are, because the UK is set for another scorching week. I think we are currently, we here in where I am, at this part of the country, in Oxfordshire, we are 30 degrees currently. It says, well, the weather forecast says 30, but gosh, it feels so much hotter. So I'm just going to quickly do this alcohol base, and this light wheat is a brilliant shade for very pale skin tone. And then we're going to go over her with pencil, so don't have to worry too much about getting in fine spaces. Okay, So the paper that I'm printing on is in my wish list. I keep it there so that I don't have to keep searching for it all the time. I love it. It's really good for markers. It doesn't seem to soak up the, you know, it doesn't seem to just sort of drain the ink out of them. So that's in my wish list, should you want to go and have a look and have a go with some yourself. It's quite nice. You see, look, that's the bleed through, so not a lot. So I'll just do her neck, and then of course you have to let it dry. Let's see, what else have we got? We've got a little hand up here, let's not forget that. So I've actually got my blinds shut in the bedroom, or in my office, and this is a shoulder, and the window's shut because it's actually cooler with just the fan blowing on me than it is having the hot air blowing in through the window. So quite pleasant if you manage to find, you know, it's quite a sweet spot with this, just this fan blowing on my, it's got it on my legs. Okay, I think we're nearly done. And the reason I haven't done this just bit by bit, yeah, do her face, then colour her arm or whatever, is because I want the alcohol ink to dry before I go over with pencils. So that, I think that's it for her skin. So if you know Jasmine Beckett Griffith, she is famous for these big-eyed girls, but also the faces are quite big, so they take a lot of work. So if you can base it with a marker, it makes life a lot easier. So I've done a little swatch for the colours we're going to be using. So the marker was 411, and I think I mentioned that it was light wheat. I just want to make sure that she's dry before I attempt to go in with pencils. So then I'm going to take the light peach, and I'm using the Arrtx pencils from their 72 set, and I'm very excited because they're going to bring out a bigger set of these pencils. So I'm going to start filling her skin in a little bit. Now, I have taken an inspiration from Jasmine Beckett's finished picture of this. I always like to do that. Oh, my phone's ringing. Is it important? No, suspected spam, folks. Get rid of that. What was I saying? I can't remember. I can't remember. That's just typical, isn't it? It's thrown me off. I can't remember. So I like to, with these pencils, they are very soft and they blend really well, but I like to do it very gently and lightly. Jasmine's girl, well, this girl in particular, has got very, very fair skin. Very fair skin in the photo, apart from round her eyes. Oh, that's what I was saying. I like to sorry, I like to look at Jasmine's finished work and use the colours that she's used. I like to do that with Linda Ravenscroft. I loved trying to emulate other people's art. I'd like to do it with Linda Ravenscroft. I like to do it with Jasmine. It just takes that stress out of colouring it. So I've used all Jasmine's colours, basically, but the thing that's going to be different, well, it'd be different because it's mine, and I've changed the tone slightly, and okay, so I'm going to bring this beige in just to this little crease above her nose. sorry, this light peach. Yeah, that's what I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by suspected spam, that I just love using the artist's colours. And I think as long as I acknowledge her, and I will tag her on Instagram when I've done it, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay. So we've got a little bit of the light peach. Now I'm going to swap and I'm going to go in with beige. So I'm going to put this around her eyes. And again, I'm just going in lightly. You'll see the colour change. But on the picture that Jasmine's done, she's done it because her eyelashes are so big and bold, she's done that a little bit deep around the eyes. So that's what we'll do. So I've managed to sort my camera out. It's now, my husband fixed a shelf for me next to my desk, and so my camera's up in the right position so it won't keep going fuzzy or getting knocked. So that's all good. I'm sticking to my assortment of pencils here, folks. Okay, we're going to put some, just checking that I'm staying in shot. We're going to put some beige on this side of her nose and a little bit on that. Is that the Cupid's something or other? That little dip there? I've asked that question before and someone's already told me, but my memory is appalling. Okay. I didn't write this down. This is, let me write it here. This is just pink. Okay. So I'm going to use the pink, and now we're going to bring some blush into those cheeks. And again, really lightly. So I don't want to overwhelm those cheeks, I just want them, and then we're going to go back over and it will tone down anyway, so. There we go. We'll do a little bit above her eye for a minute because we're going to go in with another colour there. And we're going to put a little bit of that into the tear duct. Okay. There we go. Right, now we're going back with our light peach. Is it light peach? Yes. Going back with light peach. And we're going to go all over that. Around that little nose. Now she's going to look quite bright at the moment because I haven't got any other colour on the page, so the skin always looks darker than it's going to be when it's finished, if that makes any sense, because well, if you haven't done any other colours around it, because we've got this stark white paper. So, okay, I'm sticking to everything again. Okay, going back over here. And then we just keep going till it's blended in. And I'm just going to go really lightly over where that alcohol marker is so we keep a nice pale tone there. Okay, then what we can do is take the Arrtx white, just the plain white, and we can use that, which will help as, it's really good actually, helps as a really good blender. So if we were to put a Prisma white, say, over this now, it would just obliterate it all. It would all become very milky. Okay, I'm adding a little bit more pressure, but not much, just because I'm blending it out. Okay, alright, now round her eyes. Now we've got those other colours, I'm going to use the light umber. You have to go quite carefully with it, so really lightly. So what Jasmine's done is given her a little base of this darker colour just where her eyelashes are going to be. And I will put a link into the picture that I'm copying or using the colours of. I was over the moon to find that all of Jasmine's Dragonlings and what else? She's got all sorts of lings, hasn't she, in this book? They're all available to buy as prints for a start, and that I'd never seen them before, and to be able to see her finished works is just lovely. You know, how she intended them to be. And I know it's my colouring book and I can do it however I like, but there we go. So I'm really just lightly putting in this dark umber, or light umber, sorry, just around. It's just going to enhance those beautiful lashes. There we go. And then we can just go back, if we need to, with our light peach. I don't think we really need to, but we'll just give that a quick blend through. And it will just help to make those eyes really pop out even more than they already do. Right, her lips are a sort of so I do it on the reverse of this. You just got to find my little card for you. Here we go. So my little card, I got them round the wrong way. So I'm going to go in with light peach as our undertone. Then I'm going to take peach. Let's give that a bit of a sharpen so I've got a nice edge. And I'm just coming around this one side and leaving a little bit for our reflections. I will blend the skin in more, but I'm sure you don't want to sit here just watching me blend. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of that pink. I'll sharpen that. And put that around the edges. So it becomes more of a sort of orangey peach. Okay, back over with peach. There we go. And then it's this hot weather, runs the pencils down too quickly. And then our light peach. And then what we do when we get there, when we get nearer the end, we will put our light reflection more with white pen in on those lips. There we are. Right, so I'm going to have to go off and continue to blend until I've got a nice smooth finish. So that will just be carrying on. We should look at our... we didn't do a neck either, did we? Right, okay, let's have a look at a neck. So we're going to take the... back to our skin colours. We're going to take the beige, and I'm going to bring this in where her darkest colour is. So she's got lots of shadow under her chin, around where that hair is. And then we're going to take the pink, lightly, really lightly. Put a little bit of pink in there. Then we are going to take, let me put this here too, we're going to take peach, just because I just need to deepen this up as shadow. Around here, and then we'll just let it fade out into that beautiful, back to our light peach. So light peach, we'll let that fade out into that marker. Yeah. And we can, if we want to, use a little bit of the light umber just to really deepen that edge up, that shadow. But I'm just really lightly using that. We'll go back in with our light peach again and blend that. There we go. I like that. She's cool. She's looking cute, folks. All I need to do is smooth out any pencil lines. Smooth out any pencil lines. Make sure I've got that balance of light, bright bits. Okay. Got a bit of peach in here. A little bit under there. There we go. And then we'll go back in with light peach. So there's going to be a lot of swapping and to-ing and fro-ing, but it'll be worth it. She'll be cute. Alright. So I'm going to go off and do her hand and her arm, smooth her face out, and then we'll meet back up ready to do the next part. Alright my lovelies, see you in a second. Okay folks, so I've finished her skin, I've smoothed her out as much as I can. This paper's got a little bit of texture on it, but I will continue to play. I just want to get this video out to you. So, now, the dragon, the peppermints, her hair are a combination of red, white and grey, and they look awesome. So, I played around with the different colours, and I found that if I put a pink undertone of marker first, it just, I don't know, it gave me a better colour. So, I've got a 411, no I don't, I have 416, the marker, which is Peony, out of their pastel set. So we're going to do, just going to have stripy tights. Why indeed not? Right, I'm just checking you can see. So I'm going to use the brush tip, and I'm going just slightly behind the line so that it doesn't go over. So I'll do a couple of these because they take some time so I don't go out of the lines because of my shakiness, so that you can see. Okay, and then we'll have this one. I'm just checking. It's alternate stripes. How hard can it be, Lucy? And then this bit's going to be white with grey in it. Looks very cool. But yeah, the pink undertone, the pink that I'm using now, changed the red colours completely, and I can blend into that pink for a highlight and it looks really cool. So I thought, well, we'll just roll with it. Why not? Just going over, making sure I get rid of any streaky patches. There. Okay, right now our hair has got red bits all throughout it. They don't sit on top of each other. So let's have a look. She has got, I'm looking at my bit that I've done, this bit here is going to be red. So I'm going to put that in. Now I'm going to white out the black bits, but with one of the Arrtx acrylic pens that they sent. So do have to be quite careful here. So if I don't go right up to the edge, it doesn't matter because I'm going to put in pencil. So I'd rather, like down there, leave it blank and fill that in with the dark pencil that we're going to use. Where else is she red? So basically in these lines, can't talk, hang on. In these dark lines, I have to keep swizzling her around. These are going to be red with a pink tinge. So my take on things. Okay, and oh, this swirl. Okay, I'm just looking at the one I've coloured as well, my practice one. Okay, sorry, I've gone quiet. So I need to do this on camera with you, otherwise you're not going to know where all the red bits go. Well, you would, you'd see it at the end, but what's the point in that? Okay, then she's got a big swirl here, this pink swirl. You can actually get a really nice fine line with these brushes, but my hands are so shaky that they don't play very nicely, especially then this heat. Don't know if you can see, they make my fingers swell as well. They go like little sausages. And don't function very well either. The heat, the cold, you can't win. Okay. Right, then we've got, she's got red here. We'll do the peppermint separately, I think, because, I say that because it's going to take quite a long time to map the hair out. So there's red here. You can probably guess where it's going to go, but then this one. I'm sorry if my hand is in the way, but I have to support my hand with my fist underneath it to be able to hold the alcohol marker in the right place. Okay, where else is she red? This big one here. Yeah, all the way down to the bottom. So, she's got this bit. Then we are this bit. And then the rest of it is kind of grey into white. So, coming up here. I'm sorry if this is a little boring for you. It's a necessary evil, folks, of the colouring. Although I wouldn't call it evil, I actually really enjoy colouring with alcohol markers and then putting the pencil over the top. Somehow it's very therapeutic for me that the colour is already there on the page. Makes it less scary. So we'll keep bringing her up. She's a nice red piece there. And you guessed it, in here. She's going to look so cool, isn't she? Because you see her skin will already start to tone down. And this bit. Okay, does she got any over on this side? Have we got any flowing locks? Yeah, see that we've got red here. I think I'm going to make that bit red. And then that's dress. That's background. Okay, I think hair done. Okay, so let me put the lid on. And then we'll have a look at the colours that I've got for her hair. So, and her tights. So if we do her tights first, because that alcohol will be dry. So we've got quite a bizarre combination considering I've put pink down, and I would agree if that's what you're thinking, but it works so well. Okay, so we're taking the Tuscan Red, and the aim is that we're going to leave a lighter stripe in the centre of her tights. So we're going in with Tuscan Red, our deepest colour, and again really lightly. Just putting that deep edge in, and a deep edge here with the Tuscan Red. And leaving a fade out line. So we're just, when I say fade out line, we're just doing it really lightly for our next colour to blend into. Then the next colour is Crimson Lake. So we're going back over our fade out line. And we're going to bring the Crimson Lake in. I'm going to twizzle around again. So in with Crimson Lake. Now, having that pink undertone, I did try it without and it really changes the colour. So, right, Poppy Red now. So we're going to go in back over that with our Poppy Red, blend those, and then blend that Poppy Red into that pink, so really lightly coming out. There we go. Okay, then same over this side, go back over what we've already coloured with the Poppy Red. And just really lightly and get that, and then really lightly just go over that pink. And like I say, you're going to think, well, what was the point in putting the pink down? But honestly, it makes a huge difference. So I'm just going over those colours. So I might need a little bit of a medium blend help there. So I'm going to take the Crimson Lake and just really lightly go back over that. So it blends nicely into that Poppy Red. Okay, tights. There we go. So that's how they're going to be done. And spend a little bit more time. I always pick the wrong colour up. Spend a little bit more time. We can go back in and darken up the areas you want deeper. So like the edges. Okay. And that will be the same for this, her tights here. And right, let's look at her hair. So if we come up here and we do this one. So we're going to take the darkest bit and in this bit at the top here, I'm going to make that dark. And it's going to get lighter as it comes down. And this bit here. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our Crimson Lake. And I'm going to come down this edge. And fade that out around about there and come down this edge. Which was why I'm saying about, sorry if my hand's in the way. What was I saying? I don't know. God. Okay, then we're going to take the poppy. You can take our Poppy Red and blend that in. There we go. Really lightly just over that pink edge. There we go. Okay, we'll do that down this side. So we've got our Tuscan Red. We're going to take our Crimson Red. And I'm going to come down this side, fade it out. The bottom bit. And let that fade out. And then we're going to take our Poppy Red. Go over that carefully. There we go. So that's what the red's going to look like. We'll do another one together. Let's do, should we do the swirl? Because the rest of them are quite easy to work out where the dark bits are going to be. Anything that sort of sticks out, predominant, is going to be the lighter bit, and when you come in, the darker bit. So let's do the swirl. So I'm going to start with making this bit darker. Let that fade out, and let me see, around the bottom I'll have a little bit of the darker stuff around the bottom, not much, just a little bit, and then let that go out into nothing. A little bit at the tip, and then we'll go in with our Crimson Lake, same as we did before. Go back over, backtrack. So this is a really good, the Crimson Lake is a really good introductory to that pink. Bring that down here. Bring that out and fade that out then, ready for that poppy. And then go over that Crimson Lake there. Okay, then we're going to take the Poppy Red, our lightest colour, and go over that. And really lightly over that pink. And we can give it more, blend it all in together with that Poppy Red over the top. There we go. There. Poppy Red. And then we'll do the same with that swirl. I'm going to do it darker on the inside, so Tuscan Red here. A little bit around that Peppermint. Tuscan Red on the inside of this. And the inside of the swirl. There we go. Yes, suddenly had a thought that you wouldn't be able to see. Oh no. Okay. So we get that in there like that. Okay, then we'll go in with our Crimson Lake. And you get the drill. So at this point I'm just doing my own thing. I've used Jasmine's colours, but I'm just doing my own thing here. I find this really challenging because of my hands. Okay, Poppy Red. Although we are going to use a marker to white out the black lines. Yeah, I find it really challenging following these swirly patterns because of my shaky hands, so I apologise if I go quiet in the process. There we go, we'll give it a brush off, and then I'll take my Afmat eraser. This is my rechargeable one and it is awesome. Okay, I'm just going to take out that bit that I went over. Okay, there we go. So then we're going to bring in the greys. We're also going to use this for the dragon skin, but we'll do that separately. Okay, so I am going to take 50% cool grey. That's dark green, that's no good to me. Here we go. Right, 50% cool grey. And we're going to mark out where we want the dark. So up here, I'm going to put the 50% cool grey, and I am going to bring it down this side. I'm just doing it lightly. And I'm going to deepen up that little bit at the bottom. Okay, round here. I'm going to deepen up there. Okay, then I'm going to take the cloud blue, which blends so beautifully with this grey. So I'm going over that grey, and it changes that colour into a really like smoky blue. It's lovely. Okay, to the bottom there, and let that blend out, and then up here. And then let that blend out. And then I'm going to take the 20% cool grey, and just checking that I've got the right colour. Yes, 20% cool grey, and I'm just going to really lightly fill that space in. Yeah. Then we can use our trusty white from the set and really knock back any place that we want more highlight. You can always use the Prisma too if you feel you've gone too dark. Okay. Alright. Then I'm going to take this white acrylic marker, and it is from this marker set, from the 32 marker set. Looks like this. So they're fine ones. They've got a brush tip and a bullet tip. And I'm going to take the brush tip end of my white. I'm just making sure it's clean. And because this is not so opaque, it will grey out that line, which is what I'll be doing all round her hair. So when it dries, the line will be kind of still visible, but not, if you get what I mean. Can you see? So this one is semi-opaque. The other pen in the other set is definitely opaque. And then we'll just do around that fringe bit. Like that. Okay, I can't do the other bits because I haven't coloured them yet, but what will happen is that will dry, and that, you can always put a little streak in there. Oh, my hands are so shaky, it's so annoying. Just tap that off. It'll dry, but you won't have black lines, and I think it looks really cool. So once it's dry, you can go in and redefine your black and your dark grey and draw over it, and you won't even know that they were there. So I'm just lifting it up, so it just sort of tones them right down, but leaves them there as a definition. So we've done all of, yeah, I've shown you all the bits. That's background, this is grey hair. Let's do another bit of grey hair, just so I can show you that. So this bit, 50% cool grey. So what I'm going to do is, leading off the red section of her hair is going to be dark, and then we'll blend it in with that blue and leave highlights for the centre, like that. Then we'll get cloud blue, no, that's red. Cloud blue, blend that in. I'm going to go with, try and go with the lines. So if I go in here and put that cloud blue in, and then leave that centrepiece for the 20% cool grey, when we go in with our acrylic marker, which you'll see in a second, it will look really cool. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of the darkest grey in there. And then back to our hair colours, I'll do this bit. back in with our hair colour. I'm doing it quite dark around this bit. And then the red here. And I'm filling this in so I can show you what it looks like when I put the marker over it. It will look really cool. Okay, where's my marker? Here it is. Taking the brush tip end, and I'm going to try and hold it so that my hands don't shake and ruin the whole thing. I'm going to white out that one. Put a bit of white in there. Okay. And around that one. See? Oh, it's so frustrating for me. Probably is for you too. Right. There we go. And what you get is those lines will sort of just blend into the greys and the whites that you've got. And if like me, I've I shook while I was doing it, I can go back over, it's not a problem. And then up here, like I said, if you want to then redefine those lines because you have gone out, I will just go back in with my dark grey. And pop them back in. Okay. I'll just put those colours back in. But we've lost all those thick black lines. Alright folks, I hope that all makes sense for you. You can see where all the reds are. Our tights are obviously alternate. Oh, this is pink. So you're going to start from here on this leg. She's all odd and higgledy-piggledy. So this is pink or red. Well, it will be red. And that tiny little bit up there. And then you just do alternate every other one. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to go off and finish the mammoth task of hair, and then everything else will be much more visible and easy to see what we're colouring and what bits and bobs are. Alright folks, I'll see you in a second. Okay folks, it's the next day, well the next evening actually. It's 7 o'clock and I've had to wait for it to cool down because it's just boiling in here. So this is her hair done, and I've done the first part of her tights. Now her dress is green in Jasmine's picture, so I have picked out the beautiful 424 Honeydew Melon. So let's come in and then I can talk to you. I did get an email back from Arrtx to say that they're running a competition for their anniversary where you can win £3,000 worth of goods. So I will put a link to that in below. They've given me 2 links, so I'll put them in the description box below. Go and have a look at those and yeah, have a go at winning, you never know. Okay, so I'm going to fill her dress in this gorgeous colour. I know it seems like a long video, but I think that's because I'm being really cautious with these markers. Okay. be a bit, I could be a bit more easy now. I'm going to change that. I don't know what colour I'm going to do that bit. Alright. Now the trim of her dress, this part, is going to be a different colour. So, but I'm going in with the chisel bit now. And I'm just going to fill this up. Being cautious around that trim. Let's just get that layer down. We are going to blend into this, so we're not using it as just an undertone. It is going to be an actual part of the dress. So I might go back in and even this out. Depends on how it dries. Because I'm trying to be quick for the video. Because you don't want to sit and watch me do alcohol markers on everything, do you? Okay, that's green under there. That's green there. Okay, on that bit. And then this bit of her frock, I'm just making sure that you're in shot. This bit of her frock. Apart from the background, I think that's the main bit of alcohol markers done now. And the trim of her dress, I think we're done. This brush tip it colours so smoothly. Right, okay, so we're just coming up round here. Right, so we should have a coat of green. There we go. By the time I finish this bit, you'll be bored to tears. No, by the time I finish this bit, the other part should be dry enough for me to then go over with pencils. But you do want to make sure that you give it time enough to dry out before you put anything over the top of them. Like anything else, really, in art, isn't it? You wouldn't put pencil or anything else over, say, wet watercolours. Oh, it's a good job I stopped there. That's his tail. Okay. Green here. Okay. Just a little bit up here. And then we're done with the dress. Isn't that a gorgeous colour? What is it called? Honeydew Melon. It's so pretty. Okay, right. I might go back over that in a bit. Anyway, so here's the colours. Honeydew Melon and olive green and turquoise grey. So down the bottom here, around this bit, I'll try and keep my thumb out of the way. My fingers are really swollen because of the heat, but I will try and keep them out of the way. We're going to use the olive green and start building up this dark colour around here. Again, like before, just slowly and lightly build the colour up. The strap's going to be dark where her hair comes in. I haven't gone around those in white yet because I had the green to do, so I've got to outline those in white yet. But I will. Right, we'll go around this bit of dragon's tail. We'll start fading that out, ready for the next colour. We'll have around here, that's background. And we will go back in and deepen this up. Okay. Can you see okay? Yeah. A little bit around here. I'm just going to bring that round so that when we've blended it all properly and it's all done, the hair should really stand out against that darker colour. Okay, we're going to go in with our turquoise green, or turquoise grey, sorry, and we're going to start blending that over the top. So we go back in over that beautiful olive colour. Up here. I'm trying to keep my thumb out of the way, so excuse me if I'm a bit slow because like I say, my hands are quite swollen because of the heat. But when you got a colour, you got a colour. Just has to happen, doesn't it, folks? Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that's all pushed in together, and then we'll start bringing this grey in. It's a really pretty colour. It's like Celadon green in the Prismas. We can always go back over if we think we need more. There we go. Let's go back in with the deeper colour. Really fill up and deepen some of those spaces. So it's my little grandson's birthday on the 22nd. He's going to be 5. My baby grandson, 5. Where do the years go, people, eh? Scary. I was thinking the other day I've been doing YouTube. It will be 3 years. 3 years in April. I mean, that's just unbelievable. So I'm just really deepening up some of these areas. I might put just a few little darker crease lines in her dress. Then we'll go back in with our turquoise grey and really fill that up. Isn't that a pretty combo? Okay, so I'm going to take the white, just the Arrtx white, and put in a little bit more, a little bit of that, because it's really good at helping to blend these colours, to push them about. There we go. There's a little bit I haven't filled in there, but yeah, so that's how she's going to be done. Dark round here, Can you see? No, you couldn't. I do apologise. So I'm doing a dark round here. Because that's obviously in a fold deep down there. And then here, this bit. Around Dragon's tail. And I'm going to bring that down into this one. Okay. Bit of dark round here. Bring that down a bit. Another crease here. And then this is going to be a bit darker. So I'm just sort of loosely putting my colours in. I'm not worrying about it being really neat and tidy in this first instance. I'm just sort of seeing and making sure I like where the colours have gone. And then, like we did before, we'll go back in and neaten her up. And we'll bring some round here and a little bit round these peppermints. And darken up around that bottom bit. Right, let's do some tidying up now. So, just going to start to do a bit of fading out for our turquoise grey. Yeah, so my little baby grandson's 5 on the 22nd, and I'm thinking, because we've still got the big garden, that I might get a little paddling pool, just as a little extra for his birthday, that we can take up and put down each year. So turquoise grey, and he would love it. He'd love that, because we're having him on the day. His dad is bringing him. Well, I'll be here. His granddad, or nandad as he calls him, nandad, will be at work obviously. But yeah, how cool to have a paddling pool, because it's going to be really hot again. So I could put it, we've got a little, like a pop-up gazebo, so I can put the pool underneath that so he's not sat in the sun. Yeah, so he's heavily into dinosaurs, or he knows all the dinosaurs. Really heavily into dinosaurs, and Spider-Man is his hero at the minute. Loves Spider-Man. So I'm just going back in. So I'm sharing my thoughts with you guys on presents, so I still haven't done it, because I'm always sort of last minute with things like that. And children, they change their minds so quickly, don't they? You know, when they're that age, they're into one thing one week, and the next week I'll phone my son and he'll be like, oh no, he doesn't like them anymore. They're not cool anymore, Nana. So, okay. Let's go in and tidy up now. So we really deepen up this area. Really deepen up where we want our dark creases to go. Like that. That, right, now this bit underneath her skirt, I'll carry on playing, but I'm blending. But just off camera, so you don't have to watch all that. Then this bit underneath here is going to be dark, so I'm doing the dark green, olive green, sorry. Here. Just going to let it fade out a little bit, and we'll put some of that green grey in there. Now, when I picked this picture, I thought, I loved Jasmine's finished piece piece, not pieced. But B, I thought, oh, this would be a quick video to do. That'd be nice to do with everyone. Quick it is not going to be. It's just because there's so many like little elements of her dress and hair and things like that. So, but anyway, so yeah, I shall carry on blending that bit. And we're going to do dark in here because this is her. Just checking you can see. I need a piece of paper to put my hand on. Just need a piece of printer paper because it's so hot. I don't want to smudge all the pencil. So this is all going to be dark. This under bit here. So I'm just going to fill that in lightly. That's going to be dark. This bit here, very dark here. Like I said, I'll put the picture in that I've been using. I did a Google search for Jasmine's pictures and was thrilled to see that you can actually purchase the prints. I know that she does a lot of stuff. I know she, of course I do, but I didn't realise there was quite so many bits and pieces that you could get that with Jasmine's work on it. So I was thrilled. How cool would it be to own, you know, a picture done by, I know a print is not, but you know, imagine being able to have the funds to commission Jasmine to do your very own picture. Well, this is probably as close as I'm ever going to get to owning an original Jasmine piece. Okay, so that's how that's going to be. I've just done it very loosely so you can see. I'm going to blend with the turquoise grey. I'll do a bit of blending with that. Move you over so I can put that in. This will be blended out with turquoise grey too. And then this bit here, I'm just going to put the turquoise grey and blend it into the honeydew melon. Just for a bit of shadow really. Like that. So it goes so well together. Alright, let's do, I just want to show you where the darks and lights are going to be on a dress, because part of the struggle with something like Jasmine's is knowing where to put it. So dark on this edge, and then we will put a little bit of turquoise grey in there. We'll have dark in here with a little bit of turquoise grey there, and around the bottom here dark, and his tail. That's going to be quite dark around there, and I might bring that up to make another crease like that. Dark under there where it folds over. Does that make sense, folks? And then we want a little bit of dark where his feet are, like a shadow under his feet. Okay. There we go. So like that, and then I'm going to blend it out. Can you see all that? Alright, my lovelies, I will see you in a second when I've finished that. Okay folks, so I finished the dress, and then I'd started to put the pink on the dragon where the red is going to be, like we did for them. And I thought, you know what, I'm just rushing this, so I'm just going to finish the pink with you. And then I'm going to do a part 2. I'm going to carry on, so you're not going to have to wait days for the video, but I'm just going to split it into 2, so you've got part 1 and part 2. Anyway, let's come in. Here we go. So I've done around his tail, that's going to be red. If I let go of the camera, it will stop shaking. I've done in between his wings in this pink, and it is 416, the one we used for our hair. Peony, it's called. And I'm just going to finish off with you, and then we'll call this part 1. So he's going to have red in here. Can you see? Stay in camera, Lucy. Okay. So he's going to have red in there. And here. And this bit. And that bit. Okay. Then on his chest, he's going to have this big bit is pink. Well, it will be red, but it's going to be pink at the moment. And here, kind of getting the drift. There. We're going to miss that one. I'm going to do this one. Okay, I think there's a little bit of, I'll leave that to it. Okay. Alright, so if I leave him there, that's all the pink that he's going to have on him. So, which is 416 Peony, the colour is. Okay folks, let's come out and have a look at this in its entirety. Right, here she is. She's going to be a real cutie too, so I don't want to ruin it by rushing through it and trying to do one image in one video. So I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to carry on, so you'll get it, hopefully you'll get it at the same time, but just makes it easier for editing and uploading, and so I don't feel so panicky to rush it and get it done. Alright my lovely friends, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. In part 2 we'll meet back up and we'll finish the image. I don't think it will take too much longer, but there's things I want to focus on, like her eyes and obviously the dragon and just the little bits, you know. So thank you so much for watching and following along with me. So until we meet again, probably in the next hour when you've watched this one, hopefully, take really good care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon, my friends. Bye bye.